Hi, I'm John Carey. Thank you so much for purchasing this DVD from Big Blind Media. On this DVD, we discuss 10 self-working, semi-automatic effects that you can do. A wide variety of plots are discussed and taught. Minimal setups, if none at all in many cases. Stuff that you can get out there and do socially and professionally. If you're quite new to magic, I would suggest just studying one of the pieces, working through it for a few days, and then getting out there and doing it for your friends down the pub, in the cafe, at work, or what have you. Don't be in a rush to learn 4 or 5 and get out there too soon with them and do 4 or 5 kind of, a bit slapdash. Why not just do one, work on it, get a nice presentation, put your own personality on it, get out there and do it multiple times. That will give you confidence, and then learn another effect. Maybe do one a week, a trick a week for 3 weeks. Get out there and work on it, like I say, put your own personality on it, and make it yours. Then you've got like a 6-8 minute set of material that is self-working, and that you can do anytime and anywhere in any given situation. But most of all, have fun. Hey Lucy, 2 packs this time.
Oh.
Blue pack.
This is good.
Blue box, gold box. You get the choice. Whichever one of these you want is the one you use.
Okay, the gold one.
I thought you might say that. Do you want to change your mind?
No.
Please? No, I'm joking. Take those for me. Take them out of the box. Put your cards down on the table.
Ooh, pretty.
Black and gold, huh?
Yeah, nice.
Kind of cool. Put your cards down on the table. Pick up your box. Hold your box like this. On the count of 3. Follow me. 1, 2, 3. We don't need them. Great. Now, pick up your deck. Show everybody your cards are well and truly different, just like mine. Yeah?
Yep.
And give your cards a shuffle. Any kind of mix is good. You can do this, you can do that, you can even do that. Trained professional.
Oh.
That's what they call gravity. I've got no control over that.
There we go.
And give them one last little shuffle. Excellent. Basically, this is about you replicating me or copying me, or me copying or replicating you.
Okay.
So let me give them a cut. You do the same. Beautifully done. Pick up your pack, Lucy. I'll pick up mine. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to start dealing the cards. Start dealing face up, one at a time, onto the table. You keep dealing the cards down to the table. And if you want, you can shuffle some cards as well.
Ooh, this is mixing it up.
Yeah. You happy? You can cut off some cards. You can throw them down. Cut off some cards, throw them down. That's it, do that. Cut off some more, throw them down, slam them down, I don't care. Yeah? Basically, you're shuffling, you're cutting, I'm shuffling. Copy you, Lucy. Shuffle some more, look. I'm actually doing my own separate trick here. Cards face up and cards face down. It would be a triumph if they straightened out. You happy with that? Keep shuffling, keep mixing, yeah? So you've shuffled your deck, I've shuffled my deck. You've slammed them down. You've had a lot of fun. Look at that. I've got to copy you as well. Yeah? Now you have the pleasure of straightening up your cards, so I'm going to straighten up my cards. You do it quicker than me. Trained professional you are, Lucy. Here's the deal. Turn your pack face down like me. Okay? Now, I want to do this under test conditions. In case you think I'm a sneaky guy, take your top card and lose it in the middle. In casinos, they call this burning a card. It's used for security purposes, yeah?
Yeah.
Push it home. That's great. And also, while you're at it, burn the bottom card as well, yeah? You happy with that?
Yep,
yeah?
very happy.
Okay, and just take a little peek. Don't show anybody, not even the camera. Just take a little peek at your card and I'll look at mine, yeah? Done that?
Yep.
Okay, give your cards a cut. Doesn't get much fairer. Pick up your deck and shuffle. I'll shuffle mine. Are you happy with that?
Yep.
Okay, would you put your deck in front of me? Perfect, I'll put my deck in front of you.
Thanks.
So think about this, Lucy, before we go any further. You shuffled your deck, I shuffled mine.
Yeah.
We dealt through the cards, we gave them a good mix, we had some fun, just throwing cards down,
Yeah.
doing all this kind of stuff. And then you took a random card out of the pack, took a little peek at it, and you're remembering it, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent. I did exactly the same. I want you to take out the card you're thinking of from my pack. I'll take out the card I'm thinking of from your pack.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is put it face down, just like me, on the table. So you shuffled, I shuffled, you took a random card out, I took a random card out.
Yeah.
We shuffle the cards again and then we swap decks.
Yep.
Do you believe in coincidence, Lucy?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. That's a coincidence. It's also a very bad joke. However, 2 cards,
Yeah.
2 people,
Yeah.
2 minds. Hold your hand like this. Bring it down on your card. On the count of 3, I want you to turn that card over. Are you ready, Lucy?
Yeah.
Can you feel the tension building, Lucy?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Amazing. 2 5s of
Oh my god.
clubs.
What?
That's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, Liam, let's talk a 2-deck mystery this time, yeah?
Yeah.
A la Goldman. The reason for that title is it was inspired by a concept I first saw in Bill Goldman's One for the Money
Oh, right, yeah.
effect, which I purchased from Kmart Magic when Morley and Barbara owned the
Ah,
business.
top man. You're a
Yeah.
man of class and style.
I'd actually seen Bill lecture some months previously, and he sold all the manuscripts to people who were in front of me in the queue. I used to be quite polite in them days, you know, wait my turn. Since then, I just stampede
Yeah.
at people's lectures if I want something. But I went and Morley said he got some more in, and I went and got one, the manuscript. It was a one-effect manuscript, but it's a killer effect, you remember it?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
But there's a concept in there which probably predates Bill. Bill said in the lecture he's sure it's as old as the proverbial hills, but he'd not come across it. So we've got 2 decks. There's no stacks or anything here. So you get the free choice of any deck. Which one do you want to use?
I have to have the tally-ho ones.
Tally-ho reds.
Yeah.
I take up the Costco bikes.
Yeah.
And, would you shuffle your red deck and I shuffle my blue deck? And it's a genuine shuffle.
Yeah.
And I say this is about me copying you, you copying me. So I'll give the cards a cut. Would you copy me? Perfect. And you can have some fun with this. I didn't do it in performance earlier, but you can say, let's get in sync and hold your hands up and all this.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, a bit of fun, you know. Depends how much alcohol we've all consumed if I do that, you know.
I get you.
So now I say, would you hold the pack in a dealing grip like this? And I say, what I want you to do is to start dealing cards face up. So start dealing and dealing. And I make a mental note of your second card from my sort of peripheral vision.
Right.
2 of clubs. And I say, keep dealing and keep dealing. Yeah. And after a while I say, and if you want, give the cards a shuffle.
Yeah.
This does nothing to disturb that. And I'm thinking 2 of clubs, 2 of clubs, 2 of
Just
clubs.
drilling that into your brain so you don't
Yeah,
forget it.
and then
at
I
the
say,
end.
would
Yep.
you cut some cards off and toss them down, turn some cards over, shuffle, you cut, do whatever you like, okay? So the 2 of clubs is second from the top of the pack you've shuffled. So I say, so you've shuffled the pack, I've shuffled my pack, we both gave it a cut earlier, it doesn't get much fairer than that.
Excellent.
Don't mention the dealing process, erase that from their memory, it's gone.
Yeah.
You know, if you ever watch the work of Juan Tamariz or Danny DeWortes, they're masters of deleting effects deleting process from the timeline of effect, which makes something which is already strong even stronger. Yeah?
Definitely.
So what we do now is I say, pick up your deck, square it and turn it face down. And I say, to make this test conditions, we'll do what they do in the casinos before a game is dealt. Take the top card and lose it. They call this burning.
Yeah.
So that card goes into the middle. So now the 2 of clubs is on top of your pack. You show everybody.
It is.
It's not on top of my pack. That would be a miracle.
Yeah.
And I say, while you're at it, burn that or lose the bottom card.
Yeah.
And then what I want you to do, and I just mime this, I'm looking at a completely random card here. I say, and take a peek at the top card of your deck. That will be the 2 of clubs, yeah?
Yeah.
And I say, and give your deck a cut. I tell you what, give your deck a shuffle, almost as if I'm making up on the fly, yeah? Okay. So at the beginning, you shuffled, I cut, you cut. You then took a random card out of the deck and took a random card out and had a look at it as I go like this. And then you shuffle the deck some more. It doesn't get much further, much cleaner than that. So I tell you what, you take my deck, I'll take yours. What's nice about this, obviously this is a classical do as I do, but with almost like a pseudo thought of element, and the fact there's no key cards and you don't need anything.
No,
you can
that's
just
it.
do this without anything. If you can remember the second card that they're dealt, you can do this trick.
Yeah.
So I say, would you take out the card you're thinking of? So at this moment it's you're thinking of rather than the card you took a peek at.
Yeah.
Thinking of. And put it face down on the table. I go through this pack of yours and I take out the 2 of clubs from this deck, which I'm hoping is here. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. And I put it down there like that. And then I just build it up, you know. 2 cards, 2 people, 2 minds. Put your hand down on the count of 3. We both turn them over. And then you've got a perfect demonstration of synchronicity. And that's the explanation for Ella Goldman. Thank you. You ready for another one?
Of course I am.
Okie
Always.
dokie. A little black envelope.
Okay.
I'll leave that over there. I don't want to touch that to the end, yeah? A little bit mysterious, yeah?
Okie
And a pack
dokie.
of cards. Nothing mysterious about those. And my 52 assistants. Are you ready for a flourish?
Yeah.
It's the best I can do, Lucy, but it's not too shabby. And we'll give these a little mix. Now, Lucy, I asked you earlier, but one of the other tricks, do you play little cards? Have you actually ever been to a casino?
Yes.
Great places, yeah? Provided you don't gamble. I once went to a casino in Tottenham Court Road, lost about £500, got rather drunk. It was a messy night. But one game I was always fascinated by was craps, which is the dice game, and I've got some dice here with me today.
Okay.
3 little dice, and roll them there, you see. We've got a 3, a 5 and a 5. If we roll them again, we've got a 4, a 2 and a 6. So you know they're not what they call in the trade loaded. They're,
Okay.
you know, different dice, different numbers. What I'd like you to do is just to roll those dice for me, please, Lucy.
Oh.
Now, we've got a 2, a 1 and a 5, and just roll them again so everybody out there in video land is aware that the cards are completely random, yeah?
Yep.
The dice even, and the cards. Do you want to roll them one more time, or do you want to stay with those totals? Up to you. Don't let
I'll
me
roll
influence.
them one more time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, then go on. But try and roll them over there so that they keep in view, yeah? Beautifully done. So you've rolled a 6,
Yep.
a 1 and a 2. In your mind, just add up those numbers that you see just there, just to keep a total in your mind. Have you got that?
Yep.
Excellent. And just to make it fun and random, would you add up the numbers directly opposite to your total? Yeah? So add that number to your total, yeah?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And add up that number to your total?
Yep.
Okay, and add up that number to your total as well? You've got
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Great.
it's a good job that I can count all this. is gonna be
Absolutely, you're doing a
awkward.
great job, better than me, believe me. So now you're just thinking of a random number you couldn't possibly have envisaged thinking of, yeah? Okay. For the first time, what number are you thinking of?
21.
21, your age, yes?
Oh, I wish.
Oh, I was only a couple of
Thanks,
years
though.
off. Oh, you're welcome. 21, interesting number, maybe a magical number. Would you pick up the pack for me? I want you to deal 21 cards face down, keep the cards face down, onto the table out loud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
So that's 21, yeah?
Yeah.
A random number formed by the dice and you.
Yeah.
Yeah? We'll put the 21st card just here. If the
Okay.
number you'd have thought was 20, for example, it would have been the Queen of Clubs. The card would have been the 3 of Diamonds if it had been a number lower. If you deal the card face up onto them, deal the next card. If it had been a higher number, or another higher number still, one more, and one more, want everybody to see the cards are well and truly random.
Yeah.
Lucy, would you hold those for me? That envelope, that little black envelope has been there the whole time, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah? Put the pack down, take out the contents of that envelope for me. It's a little flat there, it's not stuck down. And inside you'll see a card. Show everybody, it's from a different coloured pack. And that card is
A 9.
of
Hearts.
the 9 of Hearts. You threw the dice.
Yeah.
You threw them 2 or 3 times. I said to you, would you like to roll them again? And you said yes. But you could have said no. Each decision affects what number you could have rolled, and
Yeah.
then you added the numbers together to 21. And then you counted down to the 21st card, and it's the 9 of Hearts.
Yeah.
How impressed would you be if that was the 9 of Hearts?
Yeah.
Yeah, as in, I would be impressed?
Y-
Or it's not possible?
No, I don't. That's magic if it is.
Would you settle for the 7 of Spades?
No.
You want the 9 of Hearts?
Yeah?
Your wish is my command, because yeah, it's a 9.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Hearts, hold it up. Dice can. Dice can, Leon.
Yeah, let's do
Another
it.
little semi-automatic piece of nonsense.
Yeah.
Using
Awesome.
using just a few simple props, we have three dice here. It's nice to have big visible dice. These are just regular dice. They're not loaded in any way, shape or form.
No.
Unfortunately, make the trick a whole lot easier
Yeah.
if they were. We have a deck of cards, and I have my force card, which in this case is the 10 of Spades, set at number 21. 21st from the top
Right.
of the deck is the 10 of Spades. I've also got a card, a stranger card from another deck, which happens to also be the 10 of spades inside an envelope, okay?
Perfect.
So I bring this out, and I don't say this is a prediction, this is a prophecy, or any of that jazz. I just say, little envelope, I want to leave it over there. Would you keep your eyes on it for me?
Uh-huh.
I hand you the deck,
Yeah.
and like we did with one or two of the other mysteries, I get you to do the JOs you cut on yourself, cutting off about a third of the deck,
Yeah.
cutting off about half of those and putting them there, and then putting them down there, something like that. And then I break it up again, shifting the focus, time misdirection, as they say. I would say, and we're going to use some dice in a moment as well. Would you just stack the packets up as I gesture from left to right? Congratulations, you've just done a false cut on yourself again.
Yeah.
Twice in one day, it's amazing.
I know, yeah.
It's amazing. So the 10 of spades is where it needs to be. Now we're going to use a very, very old false, the old 7 false, but we're going to disguise it. Now this affects for the public. Don't do this on magicians. The stuff I work is stuff I use in private party situations, weddings, stuff for the public, socially down the pub.
Yeah.
You know, I think a few of you know I like a little pint now and again.
Yeah.
So my ultimate aim is to entertain and fool the public. If some of my stuff fools magicians as well, that's a nice bonus.
Yeah, but
or an
not
offshoot.
the goal.
I don't spend time trying to design magician foolers.
No.
There's some very talented people who do, and fair play to them. If one or two of my effects happen to create that kind of ripple, great. But at the end of the day, it's the public that are my first consideration.
Yeah, that's right.
Powerful practical magic you can do, like you've seen on this volume so far. So we've got 3 dice. The old dice false, if new people don't know it, is anybody rolls a dice or a die. We've got a 1 here. If they add up the number underneath it, will automatically add to 7. 1 and 6 is 7. If they roll a 3, like I say, and add the other number underneath to it, that would be a 4. 3 and 4 is 7.
Yeah.
So it's an automatic force. However, for some reason, in road testing this a few times in recent months on the public, if you do it with 3 dice, it really does seem to throw some smoke around it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why that is, but it does.
Just seems more random,
More random.
because you've got more random numbers.
Exactly. So I ask you to just gently roll the dice across the table,
Yeah.
and you'll see random numbers. I'll get you to roll them again 1 or 2 times just to see that they're not loaded,
Yeah.
which is technical parlance for falling at the same numbers.
Uh-huh.
I say, I just want you to mentally add up the values of those 3 dice on top there, yeah?
Yeah, so
So-
I've got 14.
So you've got 6, and 3 is 9, and 5 is 14.
Uh-huh.
And I say, I'll tell you what, just to make it even more random, it's not just to make it even more random,
No.
it's part of the method.
It's to
I
make
say,
it completely unrandom.
I want exactly. So you've got 14 in your head here, yeah? 6
Yeah.
and 3 and 9 and 5, 14. I'll look away. I just want you to look at the numbers underneath and add it to the total you've got now in your mind. So you've got 14.
Yeah,
Don't call it out. Just remember that number.
yeah,
So in this case, there's a 2.
Yeah.
So that's 16. I just throw it in my hand. I say, remember that number?
yeah.
In that case, it would be a 1. I just throw it in my hand. And remember that number?
So I've got 17 plus 4, which is
17
21.
plus 4. Now get the dice away. Put them away, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah,
So now it's pure effect from a deck you've apparently mixed. Those are cut.
yeah,
And a random number has been formed. And I say now, so you're thinking of a number. And if I was a mind reader, I might be able to tell you a number. It wasn't 19, was it? That would have been good, yeah. If I
Yeah.
just name a number that's less. But it could be any number, 12, 14, 16. No, it can't. It's always 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. But take your time with the instructions. Any effect you do for the public where there's a little bit of process, don't forget a lot of the public, especially the younger generation, have never handled cards before in anger.
exactly.
So
yeah.
things like hold the cards in a dealing grip, don't just assume they know what a dealing grip is. Some people have never even dealt a playing card before.
That's it.
So in other words, don't assume the obvious. Also with the maths, so that not to embarrass people, because when people are put on the spotlight, as you know, sometimes they get a bit nervous, have a bit of brain fade.
Yeah,
Magicians do this as well. I mean, a number of magicians who've stabbed themselves putting their hands on a polystyrene cup with a knife underneath it. I mean, but that's another story.
yeah, definitely.
Exactly, which is why I don't go near things like that. Cards are safer. Might get a few paper cuts, but I can live with that, you know. So it's 21. So now you take the cards, give
Yeah,
you the cards, and I get you to count down, face down, one at a time.
to 21. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
And so stop right there. If the number had been number 20, the card's the king of clubs. If it had been 22, it would have been the ace of diamonds, and so on, yeah?
Yeah,
I get you to put that card down on the table. Now you can reveal this and put those over there, please, mate. That's
Yeah.
lovely. You could reveal the card and then the card in the envelope first. I like to take the card out of the envelope first and show what my prediction is, clearly saying there's only one card there. It's the 10 of spades. Now a nice line I first picked up from Kenton Nepper years ago. Watching listening to an audio podcast he had or an audio CD. Whenever you do a revelation before the end, why not add a little 5 or 10% by saying, how impressed would you be if that was a 10 of spades? If you try this out in the public, it really does seem to add something to it, you know. I'd be quite impressed, or I'd be amazed. Prepared to be amazed, turn that card
It gives
over.
them a chance to catch up with what the effect's supposed to be as well, doesn't it?
It does, and it also delays, it stops the effect from dipping, because you don't want the effect to dip, you don't want it to flatline, you want it to keep building.
Yeah.
And I'll get you to turn it over, and you turn it over.
And of course it is the 10 of spades.
Clap the hands or whatever to impact the moment. And that's another self-working mystery, it's called Dice Scan. Thanks, Liam. Thanks, guys.
Hello, John.
Hello there. Have you ever listened to a song and for the rest of the day or that week not been able to get it out of your head? You go around home and sometimes it's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's always
situations.
embarrassing songs. It's never like awesome songs.
Yeah. Well, working with cards as much as I do, sometimes I can't get a card out of my head, which tells me lots of things. One, I'm kind of sad, and two, I need to get out more. You know?
Right, yeah.
Right this moment in time, out in the rarefied atmosphere in Shropshire.
Yeah.
And thank you, Mr. Packard, for your wonderful hospitality. I can't get the thought of a playing card out of my head right now. I want you to shuffle that pack for me.
Yeah, sure.
Shuffle the spots off of it.
Yeah, all right.
Shuffle over the buffalo. Okay. Excellent. And when you're happy with that, give them a cut and complete the cut.
All right.
Awesome. Now, you shuffle like most people do, like they do in the pubs, the overhand fashion. I like to shuffle like this, kind of Las Vegas style.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Wouldn't you cut off a fair-sized packet of cards for me, yeah?
Okay.
Excellent. And we're going to have you think of a card, but a lot of people think of the Ace of Spades or the Queen of Hearts, very, very common, statistically proven
definitely.
cards. It's true, there are statistics, easy for me to say, for this kind of thing. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to combine the mental with the physical to form a card. You want to know what the hell I'm on about, yeah?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Firstly, I want you to think of one of the 4 card suits. There's clubs, hearts, spades and diamonds.
Yeah, okay.
Click my fingers, think of a suit.
Yeah, I've got one.
And you can change your mind if you wish.
Okay.
I've got a feeling you thought about changing your mind, but but you're going to stay with that suit, yeah?
I am, yeah.
I'm going to look away. I just want you to pick up that packet. Just take a peek at the value of that card. Just the value. Imagine them cards don't have any spots on them. So if it's a 6, remember 6. If it's a 2, remember 2.
Yeah, sure.
Don't try it to a soul.
Okay.
And then put that half back on top of the other half. Square them up.
Square them up, yeah?
Yeah, please. And give the deck one quick shuffle.
A quick shuffle as well.
That's quick enough. Put them down there. Thank you very much.
Right, okay.
Caught you on the hop there. Caught you on the hop.
Yeah.
Okay. If you combine those two things, the mental and the physical, in other words, a number, the number you're thinking of with the suit, you actually put them together, you've got a card. You think about it, it's like 2 and hearts is 2 of hearts, 4 and spades is 4 of spades, yeah?
Right, yeah.
Okay. Be honest, you're not thinking of a red card, are you?
I'm not, no.
No, me neither. But I mean, it's something like flipping a coin in here. It's like 50-50, heads and tails, yeah? Okay, I'm going to take out the card I thought of earlier, yeah? Interesting. Take out the card you're thinking of and place it face down on the table.
Okay.
Excellent. 2 cards, 2 people, 2 minds.
Yeah.
Put your fingers on that card. Let's see how close we can get to a miracle. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. Can't get much closer. Great job.
That's a great trick.
Thank you very much indeed. Hey Liam, let's talk about the effect sync, yeah?
Yeah.
Kind of mental mystery, you and the spectator. Pleasantly enough, self-working or semi-automatic again. I had an effect in my first book, Crafted with Carey, called Think and Sync.
Right.
Which was inspired by an effect of Alan Kronzak's that called Think of One, which was in Genie magazine. Mm-hmm. And John Bannon in Chicago in Destination Zero, I believe, had his effect AK-47.
Oh, yeah.
Which you can see on Big Blind Media's John Bannon download or DVD, Volume 1 or 2, one or the other.
Move Zero, Volume 2.
Move Zero, Volume 2, available from bigblindmedia.com, advertising out the way. Plug, unplug. John very graciously mentioned myself to do one little gambit in that routine, which he uses from my routine. So let's talk about this, yeah? The spectator shuffles the deck firstly, so it starts with a genuinely shuffled deck.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I take the deck back. Now, in performance, I think I just had the card preset on the bottom of the deck. I knew what value it was.
Right.
You can do that. Why not? Just have it ready to go, you know. But you can glimpse the bottom card using an all-around square up as you square the cards. I've glimpsed an ace there. But much more preferable than that to me is just to take the cards back and say, you shuffled them like this, I'll shuffle them like that as I do a riffle shuffle. And I've glimpsed the bottom card is an 8. Okay, just in the action of doing a riffle shuffle, it's not a move. If you take a packet in the hands riffle shuffle position and just flex the card, you get a peek. You get a peek of
just going to naturally see.
It's old as the hills. I don't know who to credit to. I've asked around, believe me.
it.
And I just make sure that card drops off. I wouldn't call that a move, would you?
No.
No? So now I say, do you ever get a situation where you hear a song on the radio or your phone or something like that and you just can't get it out of your head? You like it? Yeah, you know, I mean, I do this. I had some fun earlier talking about, you know, I heard this song and then I start humming Kylie Minogue's la 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 la.
Yeah.
You know, but anything that you like, you know, just don't take it too seriously. It's
Yeah,
fun. Yeah.
I get
But
you.
I can't get the thought of that card out of my head. So all I'm thinking at this moment is 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Yeah. And now we're going to get set for Max Holden's classic crosscut card force.
Yeah.
So I say to you, would you just cut off some cards?
Yeah.
Now, something I was taught years ago by one of my early mentors, don't, when you put the packet and you put the crosscut force, if you guys are not aware of it, you're new to card magic, you just place the packet at an angle, you can do that, or like John Bannon does it like that. Don't say, I'll mark the cut. I personally think that's not right. It just doesn't feel right. Why call attention to the obvious? Just place that packet on there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then say, I'm going to get you to put a card in your mind, yeah? Okay. Firstly, would you pick up that packet? Have a look at the bottom card of that packet.
So that's our false card, of course.
Yeah, and just remember the value, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and then put that packet down there. All right. And now what I'd like you to do is just to think of a suit. There's 4 suits, just like there's 4 seasons. So you're thinking of a number, now think of a suit. Clubs, hearts, spades or diamonds.
Yeah.
Then bring them 2 together to form a random card in your mind. So if you're thinking of 2 and hearts, and I give an example, that would be 2 of hearts. 4 and spades will be 4 of spades.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So in this situation, I know you're thinking of an 8, but I don't know what it is. It's an
Right.
8 of something.
Yeah.
So my little wrinkle with this is I had in crafted with Carey's. I scratch my chin and smile and say, be honest, you're not thinking of a red card, are you? As I smile and rub my chin and smile. You're not thinking of a red card, are you?
No.
So if you say no, I know by default you're thinking of a black card.
Yeah.
But I don't know which one. But I don't care.
No, right. Okay.
Because what happens is I go through the pack and I take the first black 8 I come to. I won't show you or the camera just yet so the people at home can see how this pans out. I take it out and I put it down on the table. Now, 2 situations can arise. I say, would you take out the card you're thinking of and place that face down on the table?
Okay. So I spread.
So you would go through the pack looking for your card and you would place it down on the table. Now, it may be there, it may not be there. In this case, like in performance with you earlier,
Yeah.
it is there.
Yeah.
So in this case, I'll say, well, this is as close as I can get, which is Raj Madok's line from John's AK-47.
Yeah.
Covers you very, very nicely. And what I do here is I say there's 2 cards. I point to you and me, 2 people, 2 minds. What card are you thinking of as I ask you to turn it over?
I had the 8 of clubs.
The 8 of clubs. There's only 1 card that's as close as that in the pack, or that's very close to that card in the pack. And what is that?
The 8 of spades.
You or I can turn it over, and there it is, a perfect match. Now, backing up, if I'd have removed the 8 of clubs, of course, you would have gone through the pack and you say it's not
I can't
there.
take my card out. Yeah.
This is the optimum finish for me. Both are strong though. Don't undersell the mate's finish. Don't just say, oh look, I've got 2 blackjacks. Build it, 2 people, 2 minds, blah, blah, blah. You just fall of a card, yeah? Because that tiny little bit of process, again, is erased from their memory, the cross-cut.
Oh, of course.
Totally
yeah,
out
it's
of the
long
way.
gone.
So I'm not saying we'll mark the cut or any nonsense like that. So in this situation, my wording would be 2 people, 2 minds, just 1 card. What card are you thinking of? And you say the 8 of clubs.
Yeah, the 8 of clubs.
And I like to finish with amazing. The card I couldn't get out of my head, and it looks like your thoughts are mine as I show the thought of card.
Yeah,
Like
perfect.
So that's the explanation for sync with all the variables. Anything you'd like to bring up on that? Or
No, I think that's covered
I
everything.
think we've covered all the bases.
Yeah, it's a great trick.
And many thanks to Raj Madog for the as close as I can get line. And thank you for watching. Enjoy. try something now with your imagination. You got good imagination?
I have.
Yeah, I've got 3 imaginary coins here in my pocket from different parts of the world. Got an old English penny, a silver $half from America, and a Chinese coin, yeah?
Very nice.
Okay, so we've got an old English penny, put that down there.
Yep.
American $half, put that there. And a beautiful Chinese coin. Would you have a look at that? It's the one with the hole in the middle. It's about 15th
nice.
century, Ming Dynasty. Which of those 2 coins on the table do you want me to have? The copper coin or the silver coin?
The copper coin.
The copper coin?
Yeah.
I'll take the copper coin. I'll put that in my hand. Would you pick up the silver coin and put it in your other hand? Close both your hands into fists. I want you to just make believe and make a wish and blow on your hands. Open your hands. Ah, sadly nothing. But sometimes if you really do make believe, sometimes make believe can be make for real and we get an old English penny. Thank you very much indeed. Okay then, Liam, we're going to talk about make-believe now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, which is a coin effect. My God, a coin effect.
I know,
Yeah.
outrageous.
A self-working effect inspired by a gentleman from Japan's routine, a gentleman called Tomoyuki Takahashi. I hope I got his name right. An effect that actually Eugene Burger's used in his professional work.
Yes, I know
It's
the one.
with the invisible coins.
That's right, yeah.
Well, I wanted a version where I didn't have to lap. I could do it walk around, standing, etc. So I realised some time ago that our old friend, the copper silver coin, that's with an old English penny on one side and a silver American $half on the other side, available from all good dealers, including Big Blind Media, and they don't even know it.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
It's a standard gaff, you know.
Yeah, you can find them online easily.
Absolutely. This, because of the two-way feature of this, and one other sneaky, devious little ruse, means you can do it without lapping, you can do it standing.
Yeah?
So it's all in the presentation. I have the copper silver coin, finger palmed, copper side against the fingers. Okay?
Right,
So it's
okay.
silver side up, in other words, yeah? Okay. And I say, a little game of imagination. Now, when you come out like this is a palm up Ramsey gesture. John Ramsey was associated with this gesture where you've got a coin or ball, finger palmed, but you don't want to overdo it like you're doing the weather forecast and everything. You
That's it.
You just want to come out,
Subtle,
a
isn't
little
it?
game of imagination, yeah? So I've got that finger palm there, silver side up.
Yeah?
I go into my pocket and I say, I've got 3 imaginary coins here. Again, I've got the Ramsey subtlety working for me here.
Yeah?
And I put them on my hands there. I say, look, I've got a copper coin, an English penny,
Yeah?
and I put that down. Okay. I've got a silver coin, American $half. I put that down. Now the one move, if you want to call it that, and I say I've got a beautiful Chinese coin. And what happens here is I bring this hand over and I just drop that coin
Right,
into
onto
the
fingers.
hands. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, just drop that coin off the fingers. I say I've got a beautiful Chinese coin here.
Yeah?
Would you have a look at it? It's lovely, isn't it? It's got a little hole in the middle and everything. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so at this moment now, there's no equivocate needed in this. And I say, and which one of those 2 coins on the table do you want me to have? The copper penny or the silver American coin?
I'll give you the silver coin.
The silver coin. So I take this piece of nothing, the silver coin, yeah?
Yeah?
And I put it in my hand. Now, I have to, because I know the silver coin is copper side up, I need to just basically just curl my fingers as I close my hand into a fist. So at the end, the coin will be silver side up.
Right.
Of course, if you decide on the copper coin for me, I just keep it there in my hand like that. I don't turn it over.
Right.
And I say, would
perfect.
you pick up the other coin and put it in your other hand?
Yeah?
Okay. Close your hand into a fist like me. Bring both fists up to your mouth and blow. And make a wish. Open your hands.
I have done?
Ah, that's nothing.
No.
But that's something as I open my hand to reveal that the penny has
Yeah.
materialised. Yeah. So let's just quickly go back through that again. It's silver side up in the right hand finger palm, the copper silver coin. Go into my pocket, bring out 3 imaginary coins. That's an old English copper penny.
Yeah?
Put it down. That's a silver American $half. Put it down, and then as the hand comes over, the right hand comes over the left hand, under the cover of the backs of the right fingers, I just let that coin drop, copper side up into my hand, and a beautiful Chinese coin. And I say, would you have a look at that? And what's nice is here about that moment is, it means I don't have to do any equivocate here down
No,
on top.
that's
It's like,
it.
and look at that beautiful Chinese coin with a hole in the middle, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and which one of those 2 coins on the table do you want me to have? The copper penny or the silver $half?
And you're covered either way, so it's
Exactly,
nice,
and in case you forget the orientation of the coin, because as I get older, my memory gets a little bit bad.
Yeah?
You know what I mean? But thanks for helping me again today, Bob.
That's right.
I can just peek into my hand here, you know, as I'm
Yeah.
going down like that, yeah?
That makes sense.
So you can give me the choice of silver or copper, or I can give you the choice of silver or copper. Which one do you want me to have?
Yeah, so I'll give you the copper one this
So you
time.
give me the copper one this time. I just put that into my hand like that without exposing this coin, and I keep that coin copper side up. However, if imagine you give me the silver coin,
Yeah.
I take that from you, I would just manipulate the coin by turning my fingers over, flipping the coin over secretly.
Yeah.
So I'm ready. Would you pick up the other coin, close your hand into a fist like me, blow and make a wish?
Uh-huh.
You do that, open your hands, nothing. But if you really make a wish, all your dreams can come true.
Yeah, perfect.
So it's a simple little self-worker using a copper silver coin. And it's not a move or anything. That's not really a move. Just think take and leave it there. You know, just think take. Kind of slide in the S, just think take. Don't think drop and take, just think take.
That's it, yeah.
And be calm about the moment where you say, oh, look, at a beautiful Chinese coin. Would you ever look at it? It's got a lovely hole in the middle. They'll either look at you like the men in the white coats who come and take you away, or they'll play along with the imagination game. And because of that, there's no equivocate needed, because you've got copper and silver imaginary coins on the table. You've got a copper-silver gaff coin, which gives you the automatic two-way variable
two-way out. Yeah.
And you are done. And so that's the explanation for make-believe. I hope you enjoy it. Cheers. Okay, ladies, thanks so much once again for your help today. You'll be pleased to know this is the last experiment of the day. Notice I use the term experiment, because if this one works, it will be a miracle. Let's see, pack of cards, we'll give them a little shuffle, something like so, like they do in the casinos. Lucy, would you push the cards together for me? Awesome. Square them up, push them together. They are a new pack, they're a little bit slippery.
There we go.
There we go. And here's what I want you to do, Lucy. I want you to cut off less than half of the cards, less than half.
Yep.
And just turn them over. Let's see what you got there. Oh, that's very good.
Nice.
I think we should go to the casino at this rate. You've got a nice. Now, just to see how random this is, remember the cards were shuffled. Cut more than half and turn them over. That's not too shabby, is it?
My lucky number.
Start off with an ace, then we got a 9.
I so hope that would be another
But
ace.
any card is possible. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go down to where you cut. I'll give you a card. Give Chili a card. I'll give Rachel a card. Yeah, at the point where you cut. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn away over there. I'm not being rude. I want to try and do this under test conditions. Yeah.
Yep.
So let me turn around firstly. I'd like you ladies to each pick up your cards. I want you to confer amongst yourself, because you don't have to remember all 3 cards here. I'm assuming they're a mixture of red and black, but don't give me any clues. But I'm also assuming there's a mixture of maybe cards that are sort of mid-range or low or a little bit higher. Yeah. Are all 3 cards different? Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that term? Okay. The person with the highest value card, and I'm going to put my hands over my ears so I can't hear anything. The person with the highest value card, would you put that card in your pocket? And remember that card. Put that card in your mind and then put it in your pocket. Don't say a word, just do it. I'll pause a few seconds and then I'll give further instruction. Okay, I'm assuming by now, without anybody saying anything, one of you is thinking of a card and you've put it into your pocket. Now, there's 2 cards left on the table. I'll tell you what, the lady who's got the second highest card, unless they're both the same, of course, the one with the second highest card, would you take your card and the remaining card and put them back into the pack? Just pick up the 2 cards that are remaining and put them back into the pack. You don't have to remember anything, just put them back in the pack. Don't say a word. I'll turn it around very shortly. I tell you what, the person who put the cards in the pack, I want you to shuffle the deck as well. Shuffle the deck. The person who put the cards in the deck just now, shuffle the deck. Let's make this even fairer, yeah? Just a quick shuffle. I'm gonna give further instruction. And the final person who hasn't done anything in particular just yet, I want you to put the cards away in the box. So the person who hasn't done anything up to now, put the cards away in the box. And when you've put the cards away in the box, I'd like you to put the box in the middle of the lovely grey pad we've got on the table. Close the flap on the box and put the box on the table. I'm going to count down to 3 and then I'm going to turn back round. 1, 2, 3. My God, you're still here. Thank you. Excellent.
We nearly walked out.
I know, the pub down the road's a far better bet. So let's think about this. The pack was shuffled. One of you is thinking of a card. You put that card in your pocket. One of you shuffled the deck, and one of you put the cards in the box. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Test condition says yeah. Let's see. Okay. Keep thinking. Did you shuffle the cards? Just say yes or no. You can lie or tell the truth.
I can lie or tell the
Yeah.
truth. Yes.
You can lie or tell the truth. Did you shuffle the cards?
Yes.
Did you shuffle the cards? Lie or tell the truth?
I've got an honest face, yes.
Yes, you have. Yeah, and I believe you're so honest that you did shuffle the cards, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, excellent. But one of you put the cards in the box. One of you put the cards in the box. Lie or tell the truth. Did you put the cards away in the box?
No.
Did you put the cards away in the box?
No.
Say that again.
No.
Yes, you did. You put the cards away in the box, right? But you're just thinking of a card, yeah? You're just thinking of a card. Remember, the pack was shuffled earlier. You cut to 3 random cards. I get the feeling your card's a black card, yeah? I think it's a black card.
Yes.
It's a spade, yeah?
It is.
Yeah, just keep thinking of your card. Keep saying it to yourself over and over again. And when I tell you to take the card out of your pocket, I believe you're thinking of the 10 of spades. Show everybody. That's what you got. Lo and behold, there's the 10 of spades. High five.
Magic.
High five. High five. Right, Liam, let's discuss Redford Unplugged, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
Which is my version of the Patrick Redford effect. He had in his most recent ebook called Cardworks. I think it was called Cardworks. And a nice ebook full of sort of close-up card magic and some of the more sort of mental stuff that Patrick's known for, mental magic, mentalism. Patrick had a very interesting method, but it actually relied on being aware of the situation and good hearing.
Right.
And to me, it was a bit too bold and ballsy.
Yeah.
In his method, you had to turn your back and listen to which one of the 3 people was shuffling the deck, listen to which person was putting the cards back in the box.
Right, okay.
Believe it or not, and then the other card takes care of itself. It's kind of risky, yeah, especially if you work in a noisy environment.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So here's my little workaround for this, which I shared with Patrick and he liked. Hey, Pat. I've got 3 known cards on top of the pack.
Yeah.
I've just got the first 3 cards of steppings here. Ace of clubs, 4 of hearts and 7 of spades, yeah? If you use the side steppings stack,
those are your first 3.
You'll recognise that. The box is important, that's in play. At the beginning, I can just do an in the hands riffle shuffle, just holding back a chunk of cards on top.
Yeah.
I'm not getting fancy. There's about 14 cards there.
Yeah,
Long as
I
those
did
3
the same.
cards.
Yeah, you don't want to risk it.
You don't want to risk it, yeah. So those cards are still on top of the pack, yeah. Now you table the deck, and as for the ethos of the majority work on this project, we're going to do a self-working or semi-automatic force. We're going to use the classic cut deeper force.
Yeah.
Ed Balducci, yeah. So using Mr. Bannon's idea, don't ask them to cut less, cut deeper. You say cut off a small packet and then cut off more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get you less than half and more than half. So I get you to cut off less than half.
Yeah.
Turn them face up and put them on top. And then I say cut more. Have you?
Cut more than half,
and turn them over and put them on there. As I talk about the random cards that turn up. Now, if you get 2 aces turn up, say, my God, you're an ace cutter or something like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Or if you get a Queen of Hearts turn up, oh, you're an emotional guy, you wear your heart on your sleeve. Obviously, you don't, I know that, I've known you too long. But, you know, moving on.
Fair enough, yeah.
I say, let's actually take out the first 3 face-down cards we come to. In other words, where you cut to.
Yeah.
Which is not strictly speaking true, but it seems to fly.
Yeah, it's deceptive force, isn't it?
Yeah, so I take these off, and what I do is I deal out these cards in rotation. So I know that's the ace, I know that's the 4, and I know that's the 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so ace, 4, and 7. Okay. I say I'm going to turn my back, and it's important, obviously, to turn your back with this. So I'm going to turn my back. I want you all to turn over your cards. Don't say anything, just look at them, yeah? Okay. And I say, now they might all be the same colour, they might all be red, they might all be black, or a mixture. But are they all different values, yeah? Okay. I say I want one of you there to, the one with the highest card. In this case, aces are high, yeah? Aces are high, yeah? If that card, we should use another card actually to make this a little clear. We'll use a queen instead of an ace here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because aces can be a 1, they can be 11, yeah?
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Of course. So imagine that's a queen, say. So the person with the highest card, I want you to remember that card and put it in your pocket. So they do, and they put it in their pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm going to put don't say anything, I've got my hands over my ears. You say, the person with the next highest card, you don't have to remember your card, or the other person, just gather up the 2 cards on the table, put them on the deck, and shuffle the deck. Mm-hmm. Yeah? So I know the person with the second highest card is the one who's shuffled the deck.
Right.
And I say the third person, I don't want to leave you out, whoever you may be, I genuinely don't know, and you don't, because your back's turned. I want you to put the cards in the box. Okay? Well, now you've got you know exactly what is where, yeah?
Right, yeah.
You know who is actually thinking of the Queen of Diamonds, yeah, the highest card. The second highest card, you know, is the person who actually shuffle the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the third person is the one who puts the cards back in the box. So
and you know this because you've dealt those 3 cards out to the 3 people?
To those 3 people in order, yeah. Yeah,
perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so now you can just reveal it. You can say to the spectator who knows, got the Queen of Diamonds, you force them and put it in your pocket. You leave that one to last. Actually,
that's your strongest reveal.
Because that's your strongest reveal. Yes. You say, I believe, and you look at the person with the lowest value. You say, I believe you put the cards in the box. Yeah, and you can play a game of true or false if you want. You can say to the other person, you can say, and you shuffle the deck. Yeah. And I believe you're thinking of a card, you put it in your pocket, and then you name it, and you name the high card. In this example, the Queen of Diamonds.
That's it.
So you just bring it home like that. So it's just a 1, 2, 3 revelation. And you can mix it up with sort of true and false and everything. You can lie or tell the truth if you wish.
Yeah, dress it up however you like.
Just to dress it up and throw some smoke around the room, yeah?
Yeah.
As you do the reveals. So... yeah, that's the explanation.
It's a great trick because you get a lot of mileage. You're basically getting like 3 or 4 reveals out of 1 false. Exactly.
Yeah, 3 or 4 reveals out of 1 false, as Liam so eloquently put.
Yeah.
I don't do eloquence, unfortunately, but I try my best. Is there anything further we should add?
No, I don't think so. Other than it's awesome and you should try it now.
And Liam's now going to do his trademark.
You should try it now.
He's the man. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for coming along today.
That's okay.
A little mystery with a pack of cards, but you don't have to choose a card.
Okay.
I'm going to make a prediction.
Right.
Now, most magicians, when they make predictions, they take a piece of paper, they take a pen, and they write it down. Some fold it up into a little square, and they put it in an envelope, and then they seal the envelope up. Some take the envelope, put it in a box, take a padlock, and lock the box.
Right.
Way too much time.
Okay.
I'm going to make an open prediction, a verbal prediction of a card.
Okay, got it.
And my open prediction today will be the 2 of clubs. The 2 of clubs. Okay? What's my open prediction?
The 2 of clubs.
Don't forget that, yeah?
Okay, got it.
Would you hold the cards for me? And what I want you to do is give me a little mix. So cut off about a third of the deck and place them just there for me. Excellent. And cut off about half of those and put them there. Beautiful. And put those just there. Let me ask you... do you play any cards at all? Poker or blackjack?
Not really, no.
But you understand the cards?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And why don't you just stack them up for me? That's lovely. Now, numbers play an important role in our lives, don't they, Lucy? You've got PIN numbers, house numbers, national insurance numbers, lottery numbers.
Gym numbers.
Gym numbers. As you can see, my gym number expired about 3 years ago. But numbers do play an important role in our life.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to think of a number. So we're not here all day. I want you to think of a number, say, between 10 and 20, you know, like 11 or 12, but don't let me influence you. Make it high, make it difficult, yeah?
Okay.
Could I have any way at all of knowing what number you're thinking of right now?
No.
No, absolutely no is the right answer. Tell everybody, what number are you thinking of?
19.
19.
Yeah.
But you could have named 12, you could have named 14, you could have named 16, yeah?
Yeah.
I want you to pick up that deck for me. I want you to hold it as if you were going to deal in a game of cards. And I want you to deal the cards one at a time, face up, turning the cards over onto the table. And we'll count. That's 1, and continue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop there for a moment, Lucy. Do you remember my open prediction?
Yeah.
What was it?
2 of clubs.
Great memory. Have you seen the 2 of clubs so far?
No.
Remember, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, yeah?
Yeah.
And you just thought of a number, and it was 19, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, carry on, Lucy, carry on. 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop right there, Lucy. There's a 2 of hearts.
Yeah.
I could have named that card, but I didn't name that card, Lucy,
No,
did I?
no.
What was my open prediction?
The 2 of clubs.
Brilliant memory.
Okay.
That's 10, so that's 11. 12, 13, the tension is building. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Stop right there, Lucy. There's 18 cards there.
Yeah.
There's black cards, there's red cards, there's picture cards, there's number cards. Do you see my open prediction card?
No.
And you thought of 19?
Yeah.
You could have thought of 12, 14, 16, any number is possible. How impressed would you be if the 19th card was my open prediction? And remember, you mix the cards.
Very impressed because it's not possible.
Well, I'm here to try the impossible.
Okay.
And maybe mysterious forces are at work here in Shropshire today. There's only one way of finding out. Turn that card over and show it to the camera and freak out. There's the 2 of clubs. My open prediction.
Oh my
3
God.
for the number.
Magic just kills me, honestly.
Liam, it's opening time. Shall we go
It
down
is,
the pub?
yeah, that
Oh,
would
actually,
be
that's the name
awesome.
of this trick. Shall we explain it?
We'd better do.
I think the young lady rather liked this trick in performance.
It was a great trick.
Yeah, I thought she was going to start hyperventilating on me, you know. But yeah, believe it or not, this is totally self-working. Confession to make. Firstly, this was not stooged with Lucy on camera. This was the optimum scenario that can arise with this effect. If you do this effect enough with a little psychological subtlety that Danny DeWalters taught me in one of his workshops in London a few years ago, more often than not, you're going to get them to name 18 or 19, and we'll talk about that as we get into the meat and bones of this, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
So I have a known card at position 19 from the top. My known card in this case is a 2 of clubs.
Yeah.
It's very easy to be able to just sort of spread through the cards as you say, I'll take the jokers out, and imagine you counted 19 cards there, and you can just put cards down, toss the jokers out, and then put them on top. You've automatically set a card with no sleight
That's
of
it.
hand.
Yeah, you
know?
can wing it. Just have the confidence
Just
to
to
do it.
have the confidence to do it, or just preset it, yeah?
Yeah.
Because we are going to get the spectator to do a mix of some sort here, which is the classic J.O.Z. false cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So I say I'm going to make a prediction, but a lot of magicians write on a piece of paper, they fold it up into a little square, they put it in an envelope, they seal the envelope up, they put it in a little box, they put a padlock on the box. I'm not going to do that. It's insane. It takes too long. It's too expensive. And I give you the deck. And I give you the deck.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to talk you through and walk you through the J.O.Z. false cut. So would you cut off about a third of those? And we're just conversing here. We're not really in the moment.
Have you named the card at this point? Your prediction?
Sorry, yeah, my bad. And I say I'm going to make a prediction, an open prediction. And it's the 4, and I go the 4, the 2.
Ah, okay.
The 2 of clubs.
Perfect.
And I almost forgot my open prediction there. It's
Yeah.
been a long but fun day. I say the 2 of clubs. What's my open prediction?
The 2 of clubs.
And I will, for fun, remind you about this during the performance,
Yeah.
When the explanation. It's cut off about a third just there. This is the J.O.Z. false cut. Cut off about half of those and put them there. And would you put those over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I ask you again, just to shift the focus just for a moment. And remember, I made an open prediction. Do you still remember it?
I do.
The
2 of clubs.
Excellent. Would you just stack those up? And I gesture from my left to right, and you stack them up. Excellent. You've just done a false cut on yourself, yeah? Congratulations. Okay, so the 2 of clubs is still at number 19. So now I say I want you to think of a number. So we're not here all day. And I go like this with my hands, between 10 and 20 as I move my hands out as I say 10 and 20, but make it difficult, make it higher. Now this is a Danny DeWalters ruse, which comes from the sort of Tamariz school of sort of psychologically pushing people into a corner almost.
Yeah.
In other words, these Spanish guys are rather sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it doesn't matter what number you think of. So with Lucy, she thought of 19. I mean...
You're going to be steered because you're thinking between 10 and 20.
Steered.
and high.
I just wanted to hug Lucy and just lift her in the air like the FA Cup and go, yeah, baby, you know. But unfortunately, you know, I had to be professional and retain composure, you know.
And at least finish the trick.
And at least finish the trick as well. So, 19. I say, what was my open prediction? You say 2 of clubs in this case again. and I get you to deal the cards face up to the table, and I stop her after 5 or 6 cards. Have you seen the 2 of clubs? No. Carry on, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have you seen it? No. What was the name of the open prediction? 2 of clubs. So it only reinforces the open prediction, but it's also like continuity and a bit of banter, yeah?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
in
definitely.
performance, Lucy stopped at 18 face-up cards. She dealt the 19th card, my force card, the 2 of clubs, the open prediction card face down. And the rest of the cards went on top, and we just spread them.
Yeah.
And we build it up. I say, so from a deck you mixed, I asked you to think of a number, and you could have thought of any number. No, she couldn't. It had to be between 10 and 20.
Yeah.
But again, if I don't care, Danny, again, Ortiz, one of my heroes, if you don't care, they don't care. You know?
No, that's it.
This is not heavily scripted stuff here. This is just, as you say, well, you're saying sort of subconscious sort of...
Yeah, just stream of consciousness.
Stream
words.
of consciousness, words.
Yeah.
Stream of consciousness. I could never have thought of that. Mind you, I was in snooker clubs and outside betting shops when I was 14 years of age when I lived in North London. So, 4 or 5 letter words, that's about my limit, Anyway, what do we do? The question is, if another number is named.
Yeah, so let's say I go 16.
So if you go 16, I need to displace 3 cards. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to work hard.
No?
I don't want to do sleight of hand. I don't care whether you're the next coming of Di Vernon or Ed Marlowe. To do a move at this moment in time would be difficult and
The wrong moment.
And the wrong moment. Just
Definitely.
because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah?
Yeah. So how do I displace 3 cards subtly without sleights? Well, here's what I do. I do a demonstration. I say, Liam, in a moment, what I want you to do is deal cards down to the table like this, one at a time. But I want the people to actually see the faces of the cards as I put the rest of the deck on those 3 cards.
And you're done.
And deal them face up, and you're done.
Yeah, perfect.
So by the same token, if the number had been, give me a lower number.
So let's say 12.
12, okay, and you could have thought of any number.
Yeah?
Also now, you can give them an option casually. Do you want to change your mind? Option casually. Do you want to change your mind? Number. So I'm thinking 12 from 19 is 7, yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, so in a moment, Liam, what I want you to do is to deal the cards down onto the table, as I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and deal one more. But I want you to do it face up so everybody can see the faces of the cards. And I don't look at the cards here, so everybody can actually see the faces of the cards, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I sure do.
I get you to pick up the deck.
And that's it.
And that's it. From a method point of view, again, any effect you can get, ladies and gentlemen, where the method is minimal and it's out of the way, so they don't even think the tricks. They don't think the trick's even started.
Yeah.
Then it's pure effect. Just study the work of this young man, even though he's too modest to say it. John Bannon, John Gustavero, to name a few people, and you'll see evidence of that. Maximum impact, minimum effort.
That's how we roll.
That's how they roll. So now I get you to deal. So now I've displaced 7 cards. Your number is 12. So I say start dealing and counting.
Yep.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
and then I bring my hand over to stop because I don't want to ruin the climax. Yeah?
That's it,
Okay.
yeah.
And I say, be honest, can you see my open prediction card, the 2 of clubs there? No, you can't, yeah? Mm-hmm. I get you to deal that card face down. I say, if your number had been higher, 1 or 2 higher, it would have been different cards,
Yeah?
as we show different cards. Now, again, it's just the, you've got the option now of, I think I did this in performance, you sometimes just leave it there, like the true open prediction, just spread the cards face up across
Right.
the card they've stopped at their number, and say, at the beginning, remember, you mix the deck, as I go like this with my hand. I don't say you shuffle, because you didn't. I don't want to get caught in that.
No,
you
that's
mix
it.
the deck. I made an open prediction up front. It was the 2 of clubs. I didn't write it down. I just told you and everybody here in this pub or bar or wherever. And then I asked you to think of a number, and you could have thought of any number you thought of, and you say 12, for example. But it could have been 16, it could have been 14. Literally any number is possible. Almost as if any number was possible, like, for example, 38 or 42.
Exactly.
But it's not.
No, that's it.
But it's not. And then I get you to take that card out, turn it over and show the camera, and we've nailed it. So it's a card at a number meets the open prediction. And that's called opening time. Thank you. Hey Rachel, thank you so much for offering to help today.
You're very welcome.
And also for your hospitality.
That's okay.
2 decks of cards. Got a lovely black and gold deck, and we've got a boring old blue deck.
Very posh, very posh.
Well, yeah, just like BJ. No, or not, as the case may be. In a moment, you're going to choose one of these decks, and whichever one you choose is the one you'll use. Yeah.
Okay.
But firstly, did you know there are places in America where they actually teach people how to handle cards professionally?
Oh.
Not for
no, I
magic,
didn't.
actually, so they can go and work as a croupier. in Las
Okay.
Vegas or Atlantic City.
Right.
So they can learn how to shuffle and deal and cut neatly, yeah?
Okay.
So firstly, you get a choice of either of these decks. Would you like the blue deck or would you like the black deck? Would you like
Well.
the blue or the black? Any which
Well,
one's
they
good?
seem a little more ordinary, so I'd rather go with the posh ones if that's all right.
Okay, then firstly what they teach you in croupier school is how to hold the pack in dealing grip. So would you pick up your pack?
Indeed.
This is what they call dealing grip, yeah?
Dealing grip, okay.
Yeah, with the first finger at that corner just there, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. And there was some guy who wrote a book many, many years ago and he had a grip, he was called Erdnase, nobody's ever heard of him since, where he'd had the
Okay.
second finger just there, yeah? Okay.
Do you want me to have the second finger then?
Yeah, just there, yeah.
Okay.
And then there's another grip, which is called straddle grip, but anyway, that's enough about straddle grip. So, you have a deck, I have a deck.
Naughty.
But nice. Here's what we're going to do. Firstly, they teach you how to deal cards competently at croupier school. So firstly, do as I do. Just deal a few cards face down onto the table like this. And just stop any time you like. That's cool. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Shuffling's important, so do as I do. Just shuffle. Yeah. Awesome. And when you're happy with that, cut off some cards and put them onto your cards there.
Go this sneaky. Oh, how many?
As
Just a
many as
few.
you want. I don't care. It's
Well,
your option. And shuffle some more, yeah?
Okay.
So you're shuffling, you're cutting, drop some down like me, whenever you're happy. Don't even think about it, Rachel. Just shuffle the cards, cut them down, shuffle some cards, drop them down, shuffle some more. Ultimately, it's your decision. And when you're happy with that, just square the cards up neatly like this, you know?
Square. Just like that.
Perfectly done. You're a professional.
Bit slidey.
Mysterious forces at work. In a pack of cards, Rachel, there's two types of cards. There's number cards
Yes.
and, of course,
You've got your
picture cards.
picture cards, that's it.
Yeah,
That's what they're called.
52 cards, that's fine.
Regal cards, I
I
was
think the
gonna
picture
say.
cards are probably the most visual, lots of colour
Yes.
and lots of detail, yeah?
Yeah.
Here's what's going to happen. Remember, you shuffled,
Yes.
I shuffled, yeah?
You did.
In a moment, what I want you to do is to turn your pack face up with the faces towards you.
Okay.
I want you to spread through the cards until you get to the first picture card, yeah?
First picture card.
Okay, so I'll go first. I'll show you what we're doing. Yeah, I'll go through and I'll think of one. I think there's one here. Oh, I've got one. I'm going to commit it to memory.
Okay.
I'll look away. Would you pick up the pack,
Yeah.
turn it with the faces towards you,
Yeah.
spread through the cards slowly, one at a time until you get to a picture card.
Okay.
And lock it into your mind whenever you get to one, yeah?
First one.
Please. You got one
Yeah,
already?
I've got
Wow,
one, yeah.
That was quick. Okay, that's fine. Square out the pack.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, cut your pack. I'll cut mine as well. Just do as I do.
Square it up, cut it. Got to remember it. Okay, yeah.
Lovely. Pick up your pack and shuffle. It doesn't get any fairer than that.
Okay.
I'll put my pack down there and you put your pack just there.
They're nice, I like those. Aren't they?
Oh, you can take them home as a souvenir.
Oh, thank you.
£6.99. I am a dealer. Right, let's recap. You shuffled your cards,
Yes.
I shuffled mine. You then spread through the cards and thought of a card, put one in your mind. I did the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we shuffled the decks again.
Yeah.
So you're just thinking of a card, I'm thinking of a card, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you my pack, I'm going to take your pack. Would you spread through your cards and take out the card you're thinking of and place it face down so nobody can see it on the table? As I do the same.
Okay.
Make sure nobody sees it, Rachel. Because you followed me every step of the way, Rachel. You've done ever so well. Just place it face down, just like me on the table.
Oh. Couldn't see it for a second.
Beautifully done. So you shuffled, I shuffled. You thought of a card, I thought of a card. We shuffled the cards some more. You took my deck, I took your deck. I took a card out of your deck, you took a card out of my deck.
Yes.
Interesting. What card did you think of? Show everybody.
It was the King of Hearts.
Hold it up high towards the camera. I think mysterious forces are at work here today, Rachel, because I too thought of the king.
Nice. Snap.
A meeting of the minds. Hey, Liam.
Hello, John. You alright?
Yeah. Ed Marlowe and Alex Elmsley were walking down a street in Chicago one day.
Right.
And Alex said to Marlowe, "It's a beautiful day." And Ed said, "Thank you." And they carried on. Quite surreal, but true. Should we explain this effect?
Right, go
This
for
is
it.
called Think As I Think.
Yeah.
Got through you there, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, this is just a little semi-automatic, self-working, call it what you will,
Yeah.
Fildov card effect.
Excellent.
Using a couple of sneaky little ruses. There's a tiny setup. You've got two decks, contrasting colours. The top 5 or 6 cards of the deck are spot cards, number cards.
Yeah.
And I've got, I think it's 6 here, yeah. The 6th card down is the Jack of Clubs, yeah, for this explanation. What I usually like to do is have a couple of spot cards after that, just to keep everything clear. So there's picture card, spot cards in front, spot cards behind, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And the other deck, the red deck in this case, is set up the same. Number cards, 5 or 6 number cards, false card. Jack
So
of
it's not the
Clubs.
same number cards, any number cards?
Any numbers.
Just as long as you Jack of Clubs.
As long as the card you're going to mentally force, using what I call forced thought later on, is there, yeah? Okay.
Perfect.
So these can be in the boxes or they can be out loose, and you say, we're going to try a little experiment with the mind today, yeah? We've got 2 decks, and you get a free choice. Whichever one you choose is the one you use. So which one do you want to use?
I use the red ones?
The red ones. So you pick those up, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, as we did in performance, we talk about, did you know there are places in America where they teach people how to handle cards professionally?
Right, I didn't.
Yeah, no, not for magic, for actual dealing school for croupiers.
Right.
So they can play blackjack or poker.
Makes
they can
sense.
actually deal the games to the high rollers, yeah? And then I talk about dealing grip. If I'm working for magicians, I say, put your second finger there, that's a nose grip.
Yeah.
And if you want to get a
Excellent.
bit risque, put your little finger there and say, that's straddle grip, but shall we move on? I think we should. Okay, you see, first of all, you start dealing cards to get confidence in dealing, yeah? So once I know my spectator has dealt past the first 6 cards, well, now we're in open territory because the card I'm going to force is down there and down there respectively, and I say, shuffling is important, give them a shuffle. As I point to mine, yeah?
Cool, yeah.
And if you want to do a special centre reverse at the same time, that's great.
I nearly did. That would have fooled you later on.
And then I say, and cutting is important, cut some cards off, drop them down, shuffle some more.
Yep.
So you're shuffling, you're cutting, again, like we explained in the a la Goldman, don't mention the dealing, erase that
No,
memory.
that's it. It's long gone.
Long gone,
That's it.
shuffle, cut some more, shuffle some more any which way, and when you're happy, throw them on top. Okay. So now, I've shuffled my deck, you shuffled your deck, it doesn't get much fairer, and you did a great job. Always compliment the spectator on doing this. So now, we need to force a picture card on you. Now, when I was thinking about this effect a few years ago, this was published and crafted with Carey, I think, just for the record. Before publishing my method I was happy with, I was thinking, well, you've got a magician's choice or equivoque for them to the picture cards.
Right.
And then I realised one night while having a rather decent pint in my local village pub, I was sitting there in the corner minding my own business, and I thought, yes, got it, you don't need to do that. And the answer is very simple. I say a pack of cards is made up of 52 cards, 2 types of cards. You've got number cards and...
Picture cards.
So you leave the question open and they say picture cards. You say, that's right, 52 cards. And I go, and I think the picture cards are probably the easiest to visualise. Lots of colour, lots of detail. It's not really a force, it's just basically I'm
telling them to
engineering that situation, yeah? Wouldn't you agree? And I nod, a Gary Kurtz technique I learned years ago. I think you'd agree to picture cards. See, if I nod, you nod.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, confirmation or affirmation. So I say, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to take the cards I shuffled, watch what I do. So I'm coaching the spectator here. I say, I'm going to spread through this pack, and I'm going to stop at the first picture card I come to, and I'm going to lock it in my mind. Now, I'm not going to stop at the Jack of Clubs. To add extra smoke, I'm going to go through, and I make a bold lie. I mean, I've just seen 3 or 4 picture cards, and I say, I hope there's picture cards here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right, I'm actually looking at a random card here. I'm just miming it, basically, or acting it out. Yeah?
Yeah.
I say, I think there's one here. Oh, yeah, got one. I'm just thinking Jack of Clubs, Jack of Clubs, Jack of Clubs, yeah? I say, I'll look away. Would you pick your pack up, turn it face up, and slowly spread through the cards one at a time until you get to a picture card and lock the thought of that card in your mind. Would you do that for me?
Yeah.
And you say, yeah, which means you've already done it. I say, what, already? And that's a little psychological subtlety, as if like, what, already? As if like, I don't know
They're
where you've
thinking of
stopped.
something unexpected rather
Yeah,
than...
what, already?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Excellent.
Close up your cards. I'll get you to give the cards a cut.
Yeah.
Just throwing smoke around the thing now.
Yeah,
Shuffle.
exactly.
Shuffle, look at that for a reverse.
Centre reverse.
Dan and Dave.
Yeah.
And then I swap packs. I give you my pack, I take your pack. I say, would you take out the card you're thinking of from my pack? I'll take out the card I'm thinking of from your pack.
Yeah.
So you go through, take out your Jack of Clubs, put it face down on the table. I attempt to find the Jack of Clubs in this deck, which has mysteriously gone walkies. Here it is. And I put it down there. Mm-hmm. And now it's just a recap, yeah? It's just a reframing. So at the beginning of this effect, you shuffled your deck, I shuffled my deck, you then spread through the cards, and you thought of a card. Notice how I've erased the memory of all the other little process bits.
Yeah, that's it.
So now it's pure effect, yeah? 2 people, 2 minds, 2 cards, something like that again.
Yeah.
Count of 3, turn your cards over.
Shazam.
Shazam. I think as you saw in performance, I think it was with Lucy in the performance, she freaked out.
Yeah.
I mean, the bang for the buck ratio in terms of method and effect here are ridiculous. But yeah, that's the explanation for think as I think. And if you don't mind, I think it's time for a pint. Thank you. Hey Shirley, pleasure to meet you. Thank you so
Hiya.
much for
Nice
coming
to meet
along
you.
today. Thank you so much. Today we're going to try a little experiment under test conditions. In fact, I'm going to take out some items of hand. What have I got here? Oh yeah, I've got these dice from my pocket.
Right.
And I'm going to put one hand in my pocket and then keep one hand in my pocket the whole time, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. Take the pack.
Yep.
And I want you to cut off about a quarter of the pack from the top and place it just there. Perfect. And cut off about another quarter. It doesn't have to be exact. Place them there. Excellent. And cut off about half that's remaining. Put them there. These cards have got a life of their own. And put them just there for me. Excellent. And would you put that packet on there? And put that packet on there. I'm going to look away, pick up that packet and have a look at the bottom card of that packet. Don't show it to a soul.
Yep.
Okay. Commit that card to memory, put it in your mind, and then put that packet on top of that packet. And square everything up. Because neatness counts. They are slippy, aren't they?
Extra magic.
Yeah. Would you pick up the cards for me?
Yep.
And hand them to me face down. Awesome. And what I want you to do, you any experience with magic words?
No.
No? Do you know any magic words?
Shazam.
Shazam, that's a great one. Better than abracadabra. Tell you what, wave your hand back and forth over the pack. Perfectly done. She's done this before. See, just by you doing that, you see, your card dematerialises, which is a fancy word for goes missing. I mean, do you see your card there?
Nope.
No? Do you see your card there?
Nope.
Do you see your card there or there or there or there? No?
No.
No, I don't know about you. I'm getting worried, Laura. You see your card there or there or there or there or there or there or there? No? No? One of those?
Nope.
No? Seriously?
Nope, keep going.
I'm getting excited. What card are you thinking of?
The Queen of Clubs.
Well, there's the Queen of Spades, Jack of Spades, 5 of Hearts, Jack of Diamonds, 6 of Clubs, 4 of Spades, King of Diamonds, Ace of Diamonds, 8 of Spades, 6 of Spades, and 6 of Diamonds. Your card has gone, dematerialised.
Yeah.
Must be something to do with the rare Shropshire air. I've had one hand in my pocket since the very beginning, before you even thought about looking at a card.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my hand out of my pocket. You see, now there's a card in my pocket. But it's not any old card.
Oh, no way.
It's the Queen of Clubs. Hey Jack, thanks for coming along today.
That's all right, John.
I'm going to talk about the one hand in the pocket effect, one hand and one pocket. Inspired by an effect of Max Maven's. Years ago I heard that Max had an effect where he'd have one hand in his pocket the whole time. He'd have a card peeked at by the spectator. That card would vanish completely and then he'd bring his hand out and there was the selected card.
Okay.
Very strong effect. The conditions make it strong. A few people have tackled the plot with misindex cards and double face cards. Here's my simple little version, which is almost self-working. In fact, it is. If you can hold a pack of cards, you can do this. We do have a gimmick card. I've got a Queen of Clubs here. Take any picture card, card that's got plenty of colour, a black picture card I recommend. And I've got a small square of double stick tape here on this card. Now you see it, now you don't. Just a tiny little square. Little tip to take the tackiness out, run your thumb over the sticky stuff a few times because you don't want it too sticky, but you want it sticky enough. That starts out on the bottom of the deck, okay? We've got a duplicate Queen of Clubs in my pocket. Okay. Also, I have in my pocket my mobile phone or my wallet. This is my train pass wallet or keys or something like that. 1 or 2 items because you want to imply emptiness here, yeah?
Yeah.
So, the card's in there. You've got the stuff in your pocket. You bring the deck out. You can give the cards a little slip shuffle. With the sticky stuff, it's almost like a self-working slip shuffle. If you press your second finger on that card, it's like a self-working slip shuffle, which I find kind of amusing. But that's the kind of guy I am. I'm going to give you the deck now.
Okay.
And I'll say, Jack, we're going to do something under test conditions. I'm going to put one hand in my pocket. Well, firstly, let's take this rubbish out. So I take out the items in my pocket, except for the card, implying emptiness. I put my hand in my pocket. I keep the duplicate Queen of Clubs nice and cosy in there, nice and warm, ready for action later. And then I'm going to use something inspired by John Banner's double Dutch cut that he had on Big Blind Media DVD on his Self-Working Magic #2, I think. John's was a complete false cut, but if you don't do the one sneaky little part, and if you check John's download or DVD out, you'll find that it does retain the top and bottom stock, as John pointed out to me in an email some time ago. What it also enables me to do, I realised, is a hands-off force of that Queen of Clubs on the bottom. So what we're going to do is ask you to cut off about a quarter of the cards and put them down on the table. That's to my left, and then cut off about a quarter of those and place them just there. You're good at following instructions. Carry on, cut off about another quarter and place those just down there. So our target packet with the sticky false card, the Queen of Clubs, is just there. And I'll say, tell you what, Jack, just place that packet on top of those. So that packet there goes on there. If you think of these as 1, 2, 3 and 4, packet 1 goes on top of packet 3. And I say, would you put that packet on there? And I say, before we go any further, in case a spectator jumps ahead of me, do you have a good memory or a bad memory?
A good memory.
You have a good memory. If they say great, if they say no, you say, oh, I've got a terrible memory, I have to write things down, you know, I have to put reminders on my phone before I go to bed tonight, you know, brush your teeth at 9 a.m. and stuff like that, you know. But I'm getting old. Tell you what, Jack, just to make it fun, pick up that packet and have a look at the bottom card. So he picks that packet up.
So that was for time misdirection.
So that's shifting the focus or time misdirection, show the card to the camera. So that's got the sticky stuff on it. I'll get you to put that packet on top, and I say, would you square those cards up? And when you're happy with that, would you hand the pack to me? Okay, so I take the pack back, and here's what I do. I hold the pack here, and I say, Jack, would you wave your hand over the pack? And as he does that, I press down on the card, on the deck. That adheres the gimmick to the Queen of Clubs. You can, if you want to draw this out, maybe fool other magicians, hand the pack out to be shuffled. Just make sure they don't riffle shuffle, as Liam told me. And in the hands, shuffle is best. I say, now, you do remember your card. What was the name of the card?
It was a Queen of Clubs.
Queen of Clubs. And now I just start dealing cards face up into a messy pile. And messy is good because the card might be slightly askew, the sticky card. And I keep dealing down. I genuinely don't know where it is, but you will feel it as you go by. I think we've gone past the sticky card. There it is, the 8 of Clubs. And just keep dealing. Do you see your card? Do you see your card? Queen of Clubs. There's a Jack of Spades, there's a Jack of Hearts, 3 of Diamonds, 6 of Spades. So you've got a clean total vanish here of a card. Your card is gone.
It's
but
gone.
Maybe you saw something that actually wasn't there. Queen of Clubs, yeah?
That's right.
And I've had one hand in my pocket the whole time. How impressed would you be if your card was in my pocket?
I'd be impressed.
So would I. And I slowly and dramatically bring the card out to reveal the Queen of Clubs, your card, thus ending the trick. Square up the cards, put them away in the box, put them away in your pocket, take out your sponge balls and segue into your next professional routine. And that's the explanation for one hand, one pocket. Hey Jack.
Hey John.
A little black envelope. Mysterious.
It is.
Leave that just there. Do you want to see the world's thinnest deck of cards?
Obviously.
You do. In my pocket, we have the world's thinnest deck of cards.
That is thin.
That is very, very thin. But we'll get to that in a moment, yeah? Now, numbers play an important role in all of our everyday lives, yeah? We've got house numbers, PIN numbers, insurance numbers, lottery numbers, they're all around us, yeah? I'm going to ask you to think of a number to make it interesting, say between 10 and 50, you know, like 17 or 39, but don't let me influence you.
Okay, got
Although
one.
24 is very good, but don't let me, no, seriously, just any number you like, yeah?
Got one.
Okay. Imagine those 2 digits out in front of you here in this open space, yeah?
Okay.
To make things interesting, add those 2 digits together to get a small number, yeah? And then, just for fun, subtract or take away that small number from the number you first thought of
Okay.
to form a random number even you couldn't possibly have known you would be thinking
Right.
of.
Okay.
From now on in, don't think of anything else, just that new random number that resides merely in your mind, yeah?
Okay.
I mean, nobody in this county, nobody in this country, nobody in this continent could possibly know what number you're thinking of right now.
I hope not.
Exactly. Okay, now I did say I'd show you the world's thinnest deck of cards, yeah? And here you'll see the world's thinnest deck of cards, yeah? You see we've got the numbers 1 to 52 on here, and we've got different cards against different numbers, yeah?
Okay.
What I'd like you to do is just to look away, just take a look at the card at your number, the number you generated randomly, yeah?
Okay, got one.
And put that card in your mind, yeah? Okay. and just keep thinking about your card. So if it's red, think red. If it's black, think black, yeah? Jack, I'm going to name your card. In fact, I'm going to go further than that. What if I told you your card is inside that little black envelope? How impressed would you be?
I'd be impressed.
Your card inside that little black envelope, yeah?
Yeah.
Can I open that envelope up? It's been here the whole time. And you could have thought of any number. But inside is your card. Thank you very much indeed. And John, and I think the pub's open. Fancy a pint?
Not after that.
But what card are you actually thinking of? Because you could be thinking of the 6 of spades, the jack of diamonds, the 4 of clubs. I mean, you could have thought of 27, you could have thought of 44, any number. What card are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of the 4 of clubs.
Really? Glad you said that, because that's exactly what we've got. Hey Liam.
Hello, John.
Great to see you.
And you, how are you doing?
I'm pretty cool. Thanks for helping out today with
That's all right, man.
a few of these explanations.
Yeah, no problem.
Some money's been deposited into your Geneva account as we
Oh,
speak.
excellent. Even better.
Only a fiver, but it's still
Yeah,
been
yeah.
deposited into your Geneva
Every
account.
little helps.
Let's talk about Yes You Can, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
C-A-A-N, yeah?
The card at any number.
Card at any number kind of hybrid, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we need? Well, we need an odd-backed card.
Yeah.
I'm just using the hoary old your card gag here, exclamation mark, yeah?
Yeah.
But we'll talk about some other options later on for the writing on the back of this card. Yeah?
Okay.
This card is a specific card, it's the 4 of clubs, okay? That's going to be our force card. So that starts out in the envelope. And I like to give the envelope to the spectator to either put in their pocket, but better, really, just to keep the thing in full view.
Yeah.
You know, on the table. Sometimes get them to put a glass on top. It just dresses the thing up, and it isolates it, makes it a bit bigger than it actually is. And then I talk about numbers. And what we're going to be doing here is an old number force which is related to the 10-20 force. If somebody thinks of a number, say 12, and then you say 12 is made up of 1 and 2, that's 3, you deal back 3. Billy O'Connor's 10-20 force, I believe. Yeah. Well, recently my friend Chris Wood, the amazingly talented Chris Wood from the Magic Circle in London, I was asking him about a number force but without dealing, and he mentioned what he's always known as the 9 force. Okay, which is like a second cousin to the 10-20 deal force. Basically, it means if you think of a number between 10 and 20, say 14, if you get a spectator to add 1 and 4 together, you get 5. And you say subtract a smaller number away from the larger, you get 9.
Right.
If it was 16, 1 and 6 is 7, 7 from 16 is 9.
Right,
So
okay.
any number
Always leads you to 9.
always leads you to 9. I loved it, and then I thought, well, if that works 10 to 20, it must work with larger numbers, and it does. It works with anything from 10 up to any 2-digit number, up to 100. So between 20 and 30, say 24 would be 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 from 24 is 18, a multiple of 9.
Right, I get you.
And if the number was 33, one more example, 3 and 3 is 6. From 33 is 27.
Yeah.
A multiple of 9.
So it's always a
once again.
multiple of 9.
Yeah. So I did a little bit of research. I remember running the basic idea via Facebook Messenger with you. And I went onto the Magic Cafe, and I saw a thread there to do with Jay Sankey's effect on DVD called 99.
That's right, yeah.
But on there was also a link, or not a link, an actual mention of somebody who predated Sankey. Sankey had a thing with a long strip list of words between 0 and 99.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Like random objects.
Random objects,
Yeah.
coffee mug, comb, mobile,
Yeah.
dog, cat, that sort of thing, yeah? And, but a gentleman called Oliver Clark, I was told by a couple of the guys on the cafe, predated him with an effect called 100 names.
Right.
Using the core principle. Well, I thought, I love the idea, but I thought, well, I'm a card guy.
Yeah.
And I thought it wasn't a quantum leap in thinking to actually jump to playing cards. So what we've got here is a red-back bicycle card. I just printed these off with a sticky.
Oh, right, sticky label.
Yeah, sticky label. And we've got the numbers 1 to 52 on this card in 4 rows or columns of 13. 1 to 13, 14 to 26, 27 to 39, and 40 to 52 respectively.
Yeah.
They are all generic cards, random cards, except for every position of 9 or multiple of 9 is a 4 of clubs. So you'll see there.
Nice.
At number 9, we've got a 4 of clubs.
18.
Run of indifferent cards, 18, 27,
36.
further down here, four of clubs, and finally 45 is the four of clubs.
That's good, man. It's well hidden in there, isn't it?
It's nicely camouflaged or hidden.
Yeah.
You know, hidden in full view. So basically, I bring this out after I do the number force. So this would be in my pocket, and I would say, Liam, numbers play an important role in everybody's lives. House numbers, PIN numbers, national insurance numbers, lottery numbers, the list goes on and on. Whether you like it or not, numbers are here to stay, blah, 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 yeah? I say, I want to try a little experiment with you. I'd like you to think of a number, say, between 10 and 50. You know, like, and I give two examples, like 14 or 36, but don't let me influence you, you know, as I go like this, trying to egg them on into a reasonably high range, yeah, but it doesn't matter, as long as it's between 10 and 50. So if you think of a number, what number are you thinking of? A two-digit number?
So say 20.
20, and we do this in your mind, we don't do this verbally.
Yeah.
So you've got a number in your mind, 20 in this case. I say I want you to picture those two digits standing out in front of you, one there and one there. There's two digits. Add those two digits together to form a small number. In this example, 2 plus 0 is 2.
Yeah.
Okay. I say just, and almost like as if I'm making it up, but I'm not. It's all pre-planned. I say, just for fun, subtract that small number from the bigger number you thought of to create a totally random number that even you couldn't have possibly known you would have thought of.
Yeah, so I'm going to end up with 18.
So you're going to end up with 18.
A multiple of 9.
A multiple of 9. Try another example. Think of another two-digit number. What are you thinking of
Say
now?
32.
32. I say, picture those two digits together, and that's important to point. Add them together to form a small number. 3 and 2 is 5. And 5 from 32?
27.
27. So method-wise, the effect is over before the people even think it started. I say, do you want to see the world's thinnest deck of cards? And I come out with the card face down. That gets a laugh. I say, it doesn't look like a deck, but if we turn it over, you'll see we've got all the numbers and all the cards from 1 to 52. And it does bear a casual glance, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
You don't get a spectator to go like this, obviously. But you Yeah? And I say, so say your number was 27, I would say your mental number was 27, I would give you the card, and I say, would you look at the card at the number you randomly generated?
Yeah.
Okay, and that will be the 4 of clubs.
It is, yeah.
Now what you need to do is get rid of this.
Right,
Get it out of sight, out of mind. Not because you're hiding anything per se, but that way it's pure effect with you and the spectator, and this envelope that's been in full view on the table. Now we're going to do the old gag.
Yeah.
The old card gag. Yes, it's old, but it's fun for punters, for lay people.
Definitely.
I say, how impressed would you be if I could have predicted your card, the one you're merely thinking of?
Yeah, I would be very impressed.
You do not go back and talk about numbers earlier. That process is out the way.
That's it. You want them to forget about the procedure.
Forget about the procedure and then it's pure effect. I pick up the envelope, I open the envelope, and I say, your card in the envelope, your card. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
But this is not any old card. This really is your card. I mean, but what card are you thinking of?
The 4 of clubs.
And then I say, how impressed would you be if this was the 4 of clubs?
I would be very impressed.
Thank you, that's the right answer.
Yeah.
And then we slowly and mysteriously turn the card over to show the 4 of clubs, thus ending this little self-working mental miracle. Easy to do, practical, no reset really. Put that back in the envelope.
Not even a deck.
And not even a deck.
There you go.
And if you wish, you could copy an image of this and put it on your smartphone so you can do it anywhere as long as you, and then you could use a business card or a piece of paper and you could do it totally impromptu, anytime, anywhere.
Brilliant.
Other applications for the message on the back. Goes without saying, not a quantum leap in thinking. If you're booked by somebody for a birthday, it could be a happy birthday for that lady or gentleman.
Yeah, that
happy
makes sense.
Christmas. I wouldn't go as far as doing happy divorce, but I've never been booked for a divorce gig before.
That's a niche market right there.
Yeah. And our mutual friend, the great John Bannon, had an effect out with Penguin recently called Fred by Any Other Name, with a list of names and cards on a piece of paper.
Great trick.
Yeah, based on the old Fred trick. I'm going to call your card Fred. Well, you could write Fred or Bob or Liam or Jack or Owen or whatever, or some crazy name on there, and you say, I'm going to name your card. Your card is Ernie, or something ridiculous, or your card is Elsie.
Yeah.
Something a bit off the wall rather than Michelle or Darren or Bob or John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it out. It really is. And then say, but what card are you thinking of? Then you turn it over to reveal the thought-of card.
Yeah, it's a killer trick.
Anything you think we should cover there, or I think we've pretty much got it
I
all?
think that is it, man.
Yeah. Well, that's the explanation for yes, you can. Lucy, for this next one, you're going to need to have a good imagination. Do you have a good imagination?
Very good imagination.
Really?
Yeah.
Ever since childhood, you've had a good imagination? Yeah. Okay. Let's try a little something. Let's pack of blue cards. Okay, and we'll give those a few cuts. Would you stack them up for me? Awesome. You've done this kind of thing before.
I have.
And square them up because neatness counts. Okay. I've also got another deck of cards here in my pocket. It's an imaginary deck of cards, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to take them out of the box. I'm going to throw the box away like we did with one of the tricks earlier.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put them down here. Okay, I'm going to take them, turn them over. I'm going to divide them into two groups. Number cards and picture cards. Number cards and picture cards. Which ones do you want to pick up, the number cards or the picture cards?
Picture.
Pick up the picture cards then. Excellent, we'll throw those numbers away. Okay, I want you to imagine those picture cards, fan them in front of your face, like a hand of poker, for example, yeah? Now, with picture cards, you've got the jacks, the kings, and the queens, yeah?
Yeah.
Or more specifically, the male and the females.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Which one of those two groups do you want to take out, the males or the females?
The males.
Okay, take them out. And you know what to do? Throw them away. Perfectly trained, a trained professional. So you've got the four queens there purely in your imagination, yeah?
Yeah.
What I want you to do, Lucy, is to take out the queen of clubs. Take the queen of clubs out. Great. By the way, do you know what they call this? Two grown people acting rather silly. But I want you to take that queen of clubs and throw it towards the top of the deck. Beautifully done. Now take out the queen of hearts and throw it under the deck. Perfect. Now take the queen of spades and throw it up in the air. Done. Now take the queen of diamonds and throw it towards the box. Beautiful. Now, a famous magician called Teller from Penn and Teller once said, "When does make-believe stop and reality kick in?" Turn over the top card of the deck. That's the queen of clubs, show it to the camera. Turn over the whole deck, turn the whole deck face up. That's the queen of hearts. We could stop right there, but do you want to go further than that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Reach into my pocket, Lucy. Take out the contents of my side jacket pocket. What do you see?
The queen of spades.
But there's only one queen left, and that's the queen of diamonds. And there's an old saying in life that there's no place like home. I'm almost too scared to pick up that box, Lucy. Pick it up. What do you find inside? Take it out, Lucy.
Oh my God.
Show it to the camera. There really is no place like home.
How did you do that?
Hey, Jack.
Hey, it's Sean Carey.
Thanks again for your help today, buddy. It's
You're
so
welcome.
appreciated. We're going to talk about, surprise, another semi-automatic or self-working piece. This one's called Scattered, and this essentially is just an equivocate piece, magician's choice, equivocate or equivoke, whatever you want to call it, yeah?
I'm going to go over equivocate on that.
Equivocate, and Mr. Maven would approve, no doubt, yeah? Now, there is a small setup for this. We're going to force the four queens using a classical equivocate idea that I think I first saw Joshua Quinn use, Colin McLeod used it, or Colin Cloud as he now bills himself, for getting the picture cards into play, and then we're going to use the lovely ruse of Josh Jades from his Inferno.
All the clever guys.
All the clever guys, far cleverer than I. And gentlemen, thank you for your work. It's an inspiration. So, we have a little setup here of the queens. On the top of the deck, we have the queen of diamonds. Second from top, we have the queen of clubs.
Right.
On the face or the bottom of the deck, we have the queen of hearts. So it's diamond on top, followed by the club. The rest of the deck in any order, queen of hearts on the bottom. Okay. This effect is preset. Now, I put the cards in the box. The easiest way of setting this, there's two techniques, but the easiest way is to put all the cards except the queen of diamonds in the box, put the flap in, and then take the queen of diamonds and tuck it over the half moon flap. So that card's ready to be accessed later on with your index finger. Okay? All right then. The other queen, queen of spades, is in my pocket.
Right, okay. I was wondering where that was gone.
Okay. So at the beginning, I say a little mystery with a deck of cards and choices you will make. I've actually got another deck here as I go into my pocket and remove an imaginary deck. I take them out of the box. If you want to do that old gag, do you want to shuffle, take them out of the box? But I think that's seen its seen its day, but you never know, each to their own.
I'd laugh out of politeness still because I like you. So.
I like you too. Thank you. Shall we move on?
Yeah.
Thank you. Right, we're moving straight on. So I say I've got an imaginary deck. Imagine me taking that deck, doing all that fancy Las Vegas shuffling, and taking out the cards into two groups, the number cards and the picture cards, as I go like this, yeah? Okay, the number cards and the picture cards, numbers and pictures. I say, would you pick up either of those two groups? And in your imagination, you've picked up the...
I picked up the the number cards.
The number cards, and I say, okay, and just do what you've always wanted to do, just throw them away. They're gone. So it's a simple equivoque. It's a simple equivoque for getting rid of the numbers, leaving the pictures. However, imagine if you want to put those, if you want to go and pick them up. No, I'm joking. Imagination.
It's an electric deck. I've got one on
It's an electric deck, yeah. Imagine you say, we'll go for it. Imagine you pick up the pictures this time. So we've got two groups. Would you pick up a group? I'm sorry, the light's not too good in here. Which group did you pick up?
Those are the picture cards.
Okay, that's your choice. Fine, let's get rid of those. Bosh, they're gone.
Sneaky John.
That's my middle name, Sneaky Carey. Okay. So you've got the picture cards, yeah, and I mime you spreading the cards. I say, would you spread the cards like you've got some crazy, ridiculous hand of cards for some weird game that's not been invented already or something like that, yeah?
Right.
So you've got the picture cards there, the jacks, the kings and the queens. And I say it in that order, the jacks, the kings and the queens. And now we use Josh's beautiful idea from his Inferno routine. This male-female gambit, which actually takes away an additional step of equivoque you would normally need. I say jacks, kings and queens, or more specifically, two groups, males and females. Now I say, which group do you want to take out?
I'll take out the females.
So you take out the females, I say, fine, they're yours. Put the rest aside or throw them away.
Gone.
Take out is a lovely wording. It's the same wording as remove. In John Bannon's most recent book, Mentalismo, which I think Messrs. Packard and Montier have probably got a few left in their closet if you want to buy it, bbm.com. John uses an equivoque routine where he uses the wording take out, which is the same as remove if you think about it, but I think it's quite an elegant verbal sort of subterfuge.
Yeah, it sounds better.
Sounds better, I think, take out. However, if you wanted to take out the picture cards, you're taking them out and saying, okay, I'll take those. And I just move on, just keep it moving, don't hesitate. Hesitancy is the death knell for any equivoque.
So you're defining the decision after it's already been made?
Exactly, exactly. Now there's no more equivoque. You've got four queens. I'm basically, the deck is out in play now on the table. But what I do, backing up, going ahead of myself here.
Am I still holding these, John?
Yes, you are.
Cool, right.
It's been a long day, guys. I've got the flap underneath the Queen of Diamonds. I take the cards out. My first finger goes onto the outer end of the box. My first finger engages the Queen of Diamonds. I take these cards out and lift the box up like this, and just put the box down like this on the table. And I might do a casual J.O.Z. false cut or get the spectator to do it, yeah? Keeping Queen on top, Queen on bottom, you're way ahead, there's now a queen in there and the one that's already there. Now I'm going to call off the queens and what I want you to do in rotational order. Clubs, hearts, spades and diamonds, the classic chased mnemonic. I say, in your imagination, you've done great so far, would you take out the queen of clubs and throw it towards the top of the deck? Beautifully done, you should have been an actor. Now would you take out the queen of hearts and throw it under the deck? Perfect, I didn't even need to keep my hand there. Now would you take the, so we have clubs and hearts, would you take the queen of spades and throw it high in the air?
Flourish.
There it goes, here it comes. Boom, I tap my pocket like that. I say, finally, would you take the queen of diamonds and throw it towards the box? Bang. I say, do you know what they call this? Two grown men acting rather silly. But actually, you decided on queens through choices made entirely by you.
Right.
If we turn over the top card of the deck, or they do it, there's the queen of clubs. We turn over the bottom of the deck, there's the queen of hearts. Then I show my hand empty, get the spectator to reach into the pocket, or I reach into the pocket. There's the queen of spades. And I end this effect by saying there's an old quaint saying that there's no place like home.
Right.
Home for a pack of cards is the box. Pick up the box, I don't want to touch it. You pick up the box, you reach into the box, you take out the card.
Hey, there's another one.
And there's the Queen of Diamonds. Now, before we wrap up this explanation, if you want to shorten the process up in this effect, sometimes what I do, and this all again boils down to your attitude, as we used in Think As I Think with two decks, do you remember I had that ruse of, in a pack of cards there are two types of cards, number cards and they say picture cards.
Yeah.
I would say, I think you'll agree the picture cards are actually the easiest to visualise, lots of colour, lots of detail, yeah? I nod, they nod, yeah?
I just nodded.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Gary Kurtz. So you just nodded, etc. And we've got 4. We now just do the Josh J Inferno Force. I say picture cards are the easiest to visualise. Lots of colour, lots of detail. Would you hold them in your hands and spread them out like a big hand of poker? So now it's a case of, I say, there's 2 groups. There's males and females. Using Josh's great idea, which group do you want to take out? You want to take out the males? That's fine. Throw them away. We don't need them. Or take out the females. You sure? Yeah, great. We don't need the rest. Throw them away. And then you just call off the revelations you're going to later reveal in clubs, hearts, spades and diamonds order, ending with the Queen of Diamonds in the box. So that's the explanation for Scattered.
Cool, good trick.
Thank you very much
Can
indeed.
we do a Liam thing, like?
Yeah, baby!